Tell me about yourself. It can feel daunting to give a succinct, thoughtful answer to such a big interview question in just a couple of minutes. Today, I'll show you how to prepare a first-rate response using a simple illustrative technique. Now, everyone's career trajectory and experiences are unique, so there's not one universal answer to this interview question. However, good answers have one thing in common. They tell a good story, your story. In this video, I'll use 6 hypothetical job applicants in various industries to demonstrate powerful tell me about yourself answers. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll share an example response for a tricky situation. Returning to work after a gap in your work history. Before I move on, give us a like and subscribe below to get more of Indeed's expert career advice. Let's begin with an excellent response from applicant number 1, a mid-career nurse shifting from bedside care to patient care coordination. Growing up, I knew I wanted to be a nurse. After getting my nursing degree, I joined a large hospital group as an RN, but it was nothing like I imagined. I realized there were many nursing roles other than direct bedside treatment, and that I had a knack for collaborating across care teams to make sure that there was a real comprehensive plan for each patient. This included collaborating with social workers, specialists, home care aides, and others. The patient advocate role is a natural fit, combining my medical knowledge and my personal strengths. This response utilizes an effective storytelling strategy, tying past, present, and future motivations together. Did you notice how the applicant wove in their background, current situation, and future goals all in a few short sentences? Using phrases like natural fit are a great way to underscore the connections you're making between your past experiences and the job that you're applying for. To learn how to form your answer to tell me about yourself, check out this video here. Applicant 2, a new graduate with little work experience interviewing for an entry-level job in digital advertising. To answer tell me about yourself, this candidate might say, as a kid, I was immersed in the fictional, fantastical world I read about. I pursued a degree in English because of my lifelong love of stories. Your position in advertising and consumer insights is right up my alley. As I understand it, my job would be to help craft a narrative based on what audiences are drawn to and what your clients are trying to sell. Crafting a narrative is what I've always been passionate about, and I'm eager to learn everything I need to succeed in the digital advertising space. Notice how this applicant connected a lifelong passion to the specific job at hand? Now, it's a bad idea to only talk about your personal life when answering tell me about yourself, but quickly connecting a personal experience to the job you're applying for is a great way to show who you are in the context of work. For other mistakes to avoid when answering tell me about yourself, be sure to check out this video right here. Moving on to applicant 3. Consider someone changing careers from bartending to corporate human resources. They might say, I paid my way through college as a bartender, and it was such a fun experience. Not only was I able to earn enough working just 1 to 2 nights a week and still commit fully to a rigorous school schedule, customers shared real vulnerabilities with me, and I reciprocated by being compassionate and trustworthy. I continued to bartend after college, but recently went back to school for a human resources certification in management. Ultimately, the job of human resources is to advocate for employees, listening compassionately when they feel vulnerable and cultivating a positive workplace culture. I never expected bartending to prepare me for my future career, but it has, and I look forward to putting those skills to use. This applicant linked their personal qualities and passions with past career decisions. Then they connected that decision to the job that they're applying to now. Past, present, and future motivations tell a story. And when done effectively, the conclusion of that story can be a job offer. Applicant 4, a restaurant manager interviewing for a big internal promotion. I've always loved restaurants. In my family, going out to eat was rare, so whenever my brothers or I had a birthday, we begged to go to the local steakhouse. I still remember how special the ambiance and the experience made me feel. 5 years ago, I joined this restaurant chain as a server and worked my way up. I've had supportive bosses who always advocated for me and promoted me based on my success in each role. The area director position is a continuation of my growth and a natural way for me to deepen my commitment to our company's mission. Pro tip, notice in this example how the applicant mentioned the support of previous bosses. This is a great way to weave in some evidence of your success without simply tooting your own horn. It also shows that you speak highly of your past managers, so you'd likely speak highly of your new manager as well. Now let's see what applicant 5 says in response to tell me about yourself. Imagine this individual is a retail manager pivoting to a customer service position within a call center. As an outgoing, friendly person, I've engaged with customers on the retail floor for years. I've worked for a few different companies, consistently getting feedback that I'm good with customers despite some stressful situations. I'm drawn to your position in this call center because I believe my interpersonal skills would make me an asset. I'm confident I can succeed and contribute to the team's targets quickly. Are you seeing a pattern in how good responses to tell me about yourself make a connection between past experiences and the job at hand? Even if your experiences don't seem related, remember, you got to where you are because you learned valuable skills along the way. Making connections for your interviewer will help underscore why you're suited for the role. As promised in the beginning of the video, let's look at an example response for a more specific situation. A long gap in someone's work history. Applicant 6, a middle school teacher returning to work after 5 years. At heart, I'm a teacher. Throughout college and grad school, the only real question was what grade level I would devote myself to. For over 10 years, I taught 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and though there were tough days, there's a lot of moodiness at that age. I absolutely loved it. About 4 years ago, family obligations required that I take a break. Fortunately, those personal responsibilities have lessened, and I can't wait to lead a classroom once again. Pro tip. When you're returning to work after a mid-career interruption, it's perfectly okay to offer a personal reason without going into details. When you do, it's important to also remove any fears that those personal reasons remain and say how your work won't be further affected. So to quickly recap, all 6 example answers have the following in common. They tell a professional story by describing past, present, and future motivations. They make connections between past experiences and the job at hand, using helpful phrases like natural fit and continuation of. They feel genuine while avoiding intimate details. An overly scripted response doesn't invite a personal connection with your interviewer, but oversharing about your private life doesn't either. Try to aim for somewhere in the middle. Now, if you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell down below to stay updated. For more career advice, check out this playlist right here. And for more interview tips, be sure to check this video out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this information helpful and that you're able to apply it to your next interview prep. We'll see you next time.